to share mon call for so to share and for so na yɛntimi amoba aba besi nnɛ abato ne nsunsuanso yɛhuna no ɛna deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu issue of vote buying ɛkɔ so across constituencies ahodoɔ a ɔmo yɛ abato no abato commissioner saa nnɔma wɔ nyinaa no saa bere a yɛkasa deɛ na mo yɛ afa ho
that's me too what you for ina dikano ɛfa no yɛndideɛ no yɛde statement aba the statement means the demand re-election until the demand declare result. Any other issue near our police function. The Kwame police for my own investigation. Now, the way and someone become found the way forward. The debate can't end the and that's why vote buying is not.
Doc, answer about vote buying home because I say a year about a year by elections course so our also was gone. Sabasa yen buy no because sentem wa no mo ba bonten e be kasa fa ho e de na ma yen didie yes nonko
the difference the woman say I was there can na speed for number investigation they were involved the way to the nkofo a omo big say omo party for na the cost of the traction but the other one there na issue between the voters party and the civil service for another. So that's the difference.
Na mo nkofo no mo ho kan no omo te bia te sei
omo ko hospital the monitor bia
bom hu efa abato kase a eda yanim I mean because bibi say there yen bi da say violence asie na abato komisafo ya to ahwe omo so sa
the American say and good for your democracy. And about to one in the Tikona Kotuaba, Kochera Wagin. Now, Pacochera Wagin in what to give. Or the Bibina, into a process in the can be one one gas, which will request for a recount. Yeah, the clear results 1 year. She said, let them be a war. The Quamba Faswa, Bibian Korean Amon, Bomamiaki. In the end, Tokona Bokonona. A bad struggle problem, Piano. Never go it could be prices quite I won't catch it. And that's why there was in a civilized society, the money of the age man and fire more than the age man.
Okay, I feel I'm vote by yeah, just 5,000, 2,000. I don't know.
Yeah, who's a dear Indian upon your pocket to Abano. So be out to Abana, who will be good vote for her. Then there, and as we were evidence, because I'm done. Your friends will be as one problem. The will be now report to them police, but here and there, inquiry for Abano. The day trouble to the woman who will be the Bemo.
But in Tiamra, Bam Casamunci, in Tiamra.
No, because Tiamra tell this Cabamo be a friend treating a friend tell this Cabamo be so, and I thought it would be very valuable on your own problem. But so be committed crime, police in a report to man. So be who is an on report to my police in the mayor.
But as a commissioner, I'm going to share a battle so. In semi sana did that Damanfuano and Comobisa Coco so to the sense that who videos are hot bimo about Bontomanens and Jeffo Akasai Sika Moji near the man on Hong Kong. And I'm surprised that Monsa NKBA. As a commission, more shall say about one share by ye Juma, Wabra ye call about Womono. Money BB can ever home.
No, because there will be a boom last while. There will be a didn't back one fact. And yet, let the commission, but you'll be a or ya bonnet. There will be a metal may one of these year. Madame Policeman is a policeman and Babuana. I'd quite about everything. To be war. And that the says here on Pama police, not corresponding investigation. This time you will call your who has to special hospital on Vermont.
It may report my money boom, may report to say about what commissar any opinion be our vote by now a course one.
I mean, I didn't mean when very many opinion.
Oh, into videos move. I said, yeah, in fact,
yes, na dim fanya adwuma. Na mgeso ye wo mra wo Ghana say. Obi bu mra so a report must speak for no. To be what evidence on former police.
Okay, wabra ye dey ma police no, ye dey bi bremu a, mo be kasa afa ho.
For example, my fabric. Who evidence fabric?
Me ankasa me de beba, me de bi bebremu.
Obi a fabric, o de buy.
Mate. Afa yen ko iPack enhia mu na e course nra no. E course say, I mean for the first time NDC a na ma me Jimensa se ma fio mo no, wo mo bae. Say na enhia mu ni si koye.
That's it. Last week, and now finish first one on this reforms. Electoral Commission proposal and say 7th December, between 7th December and 7th January, 1 month. And the trouble witness a transition, but more I have a run of bar. Run of years, we have 21 days. The next time, but Twabano, nobody cares also, no. Now, you declare whoever will win, no. Be going in income in less than 7 days. Well. In addition to that, no, the first one when it's none of bar. Electoral Commission was 21 days. 21 days no in Kwambono less in the sense that you had done a 12 one but declare results. The ones that now I was a printed ballot papers or say a printed register. Then I actually so the number 2 months. Around 2 months next year, they will now time to prepare for round of if any. Now, transition to the clear results. The all abandon our work on Abana and Kenya bread. Non so almost they didn't cut down. They don't think I did a proposal and buy. Now, and the other moment last week, I'm going to some of the party from what would be on and come up. I know example here. The question, all the parties, not a single one man. I to me say a good proposal. But Omeno, Bima say this year, the man find your plan. The young bit my near Yambrano, Namamatiki from 2024. The proposal and the Omina to me say, now this year, no, Bima yes, yes, James, now, I can be interested. And your first time, no, for the party for another by 2015. The young woman, a parcel, a home run could do parliament. Man, at the second reading, one of which say, Pasha, damn not Kanusa, at the Amuchaba Electoral Commission. At that time, young time of now, now, before the parties now, you want to be in house here, from Suno, no, come Ben and Fayajma, Anaka.
But I am agreeing now, and of course, political parties in the country. Any Nientia say a proposal that dada, Amunim dada. I don't think an election year, and as I say, we are man and woman show.
So, and they were January, January. So we in Agituma by Yacha Busum Yumi and Sananka and Manaba. Yeah, and if it's a nearly, you part the going Agituma, everything there.
Also, so when you are Agituma, move it with the Ayajuma.
So, yes, the part will be a Agituma by Yamra.
I don't know, just Mobatu Swaba now. No, it's a tumuno. So when you are by accepting. Are you talking about the majority of the political parties?
APAC in trouble. Ubia cannot deny a take final decision. Consensus in trouble.
The consensus on what form? A conversion neighbor, form by neighbor.
Sir, you know, actually, I take a decision. That APAC on my advice. They take a decision if you are near to say, yeah, if to change by local parliament. The process, no, and yeah, APAC and a number of by local parliament. Some come back, no. Part of going to me, could do parliament, no. Parliament quite a transfer suggestion, but implement there into engagement. And the year, APAC,
finally, answer me more. A change of date and Kwana will discuss what IPAC and answer CI Fufre ne and Zambia yet Titinano and Namo much of margin say, oh, indelible in crab. Yes.
First one is any election date, but election day. The back said, yeah, a drada, a branda, crowd, and election day, and your date. That was to be on the 7th of November. And the talk to me and say election day in holiday.
Interesting. So we want to discuss here.
All
right, you just said you be siako. But a man for baby, I drink on the abambo, which I say, I come with the call 2038 be a cababua.
And I'm just there, and that is the proposal as Tawukano. Among for United to say proposal and a good proposal. The benefit this year, the Yampany here among Payam Clan. Javanko after 2024. It's only discussed.
All right, very well. Dr. Sribo Kweku, yada se pa. Share mu se impudi mpuku anso me no be hia wo studio ase na yetime din komo na Ghana fo etima temase. Cause nsem bi aba.
Only problem.
Matepa, odada. Dr. Sribo Kweku. Baba, we da say. One na training in fact one na in charge of services or abattoir commissar. One na training kan pay wo Dwaboase our power 97.9 and a TV XYZ. But you can't catch all. Say Ghana, Abayana Munsini Caneno, Emma or my friend Egypt. Nano African Cup of Nations. Kaya Green is Yamu. Yadino Ebeshemna Yadin Komo. Nana Baby Yaniche, a Zongo development. And of course, about to own sense, Yanino Bedi won't come. Now, on my Ghana Sika Sama and also. Anyi ne se aye hunu ba bia ye dey fei and also of course ye dey befra en komonimo also kan komono mamente onka wa bra wo che wa dwen wo WhatsApp no so 0208984166 wo Facebook live power 979 and a TVXYZ Ghana mensa kan so gusu a ekoso me sre wada utwa *274 hasha sika ye tije 500 Ghana cedis me enu ye kura me ebu ba ko betima ye wo dia baako so betima ye wonu abi dia ye da kware so nti ne ye ade we ti da ne da nyina ba kasafidie ene kasafonyini so a na ya fa mensa kan yi so e dia soso ye ho kakra kopim se ye bedru da chibi *274 hash *274 hash enche bia de odi kan a ne nsa aka no mebo ne number na mahu se de bibia AC ko pasabre mamema Alhaji Akwaba Alhaji Said Sinari former ambassador, Oman Ghana, no, former Ghana ambassador to the people of Egypt, and I think so former national vice chair Emma NDC Amanyo Kono. Good to see you, Alhaji.
Yeah, good to see you too.
I'm watching so. When you can say, Bibia the dean or aspects. When the first time, I mean, what I be fear, but when in the first time, I make sure Dwaboase.
That's true. The first time that we've had an interview together. And it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
What's a year Sribo Kweku Enka a year abattoir commissar. Number one, what Jinaya Messi and answer proposal more a day back. Sa abattoir dano. Yensi son of Fanamra, November 7. What's in church you know? But I
think it's the decision should be left with the political parties to take that particular decision. Whether there's a need that we need to change that date from the 7th December to
November 7th.
The 7th December to November 7th.
Yeah.
That's a decision that the parties should take, but not the electoral.
What you mean? The party don't want to take that decision.
They take the decision themselves if it's very convenient for us. You know what I'm trying to say. But looking at things, a lot of them are saying that look, they should defer this proposal to what? To the year 2028.
Yeah,
and that would be much better for us. You know, so I don't see why they should be.
But so what's the basis of argument now? Almost saying a proposal and a buy. Somewhere in 2015 a buy. And said about a transitional period. No,
well, I didn't know until I heard it from him now.
Oh wow!
I didn't know that.
Oh, I've been one to be beside.
No, I didn't hear that. I didn't know anything about that. Honestly.
Wow.
Yes, if that proposal was there, I never knew of it. Even though I was in the national, at the national headquarters, for almost 17 years as national vice chairman. But honestly, I never knew that this proposal was there before.
But what about the basis? You know, say a transitional period. No, yɛbɛnya brɛ na nkɔyɛ ahopɛprɛ na ɛntaataa soɔ no. I mean,
but
what do you make of it?
But that should be left with the political parties for me. At the end of the day, they should decide, what is better for this great country of ours, Mother Ghana, but not for the Electoral Commission.
But it is the EC that organizes about
I know, and they organize it, but in consultation with what? With the political parties.
Yeah.
So they should consult the political parties. How many are we? We are so many. They should consult them and see what they want at the end of the day, what they want on the table. Whatever they want, they should take that particular decision.
Uti Dr. Srebo Kwekuru, ujiri say, sa consensus no ka ho asem no. Se ba, omo de beye adwuma.
Consensus say,
I mean, when consensus, as in English consensus,
I know,
say omo ko ben kromo a. Ujiri say omo de beye adwuma because uti na say so if all of them decide say we should be fair, it will be the basis for our decision.
Yeah, but that is what I'm saying. If all of them should decide that they should.
No, but my question is, do you trust the EC to base its decision on the consensus?
Well, I don't trust them. That's a fact. I will never trust them. Not today, not tomorrow. Until I see it live happening. But I'll never trust the EC, for sure.
And your reason being what?
No, I mean, everybody has been very disappointed. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into details.
What are you talking about? Because look, you are about to have him.
Yeah, I know.
And we hear about what commission and so be organize elections in a free, transparent manner.
Yeah.
They said we will be a hobetono.
Yeah.
But your Kasafa is in a whole way so. A better than a massage.
For me, I've always said this. They should base their decisions in consultation with our political parties for them to come up with whatever decisions that will favor he or she. So for them to come out on their own to say, look, they're going to implement A, B, C, D without consulting the political parties, I think that would be a...
But now they are.
Now they are. So that is a very good move. So I hope that they will abide by the decision of our political parties.
But I'm trying to reconcile what you're saying with what you said earlier. Said you cannot trust them.
Yeah, you cannot trust them because
to make a decision based on the
government.
consensus.
I mean, like I've always been saying, these elections. It's for me. It's how will I put it? But these elections, the 2024 elections, is elections. It's the one that's going to be the toughest elections we're going to have in this country.
Really?
Oh yes.
Why?
I mean, there's so many reasons. I mean, you realize that. Look, I mean, since our democracy, since we started 1992, political party democracy, you realize that NDC came for 8 years, and they came also for 8 years and all that. Now they will want to try to break the 8. You understand what I'm trying to say? Well, they are trying to break the 8, and we will not allow them to break that 8.
They are preventing the breaking of the 8.
Exactly. And this is the first time in the history of Mother Ghana, especially their party, that they are bringing a non-Akan. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there are so many factors. You understand what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying this. These elections, for me, is mothers of all elections. And for NDC, for this election, we are very much prepared. I'll say it's going to be a do and die election, but not a do and die to go and just kill yourself just for the sake of the party. I'm saying a do and die election by you contributing your widow's mite towards your political party. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, I think we have the men.
Yeah.
We are ever ready for these 2024 elections, and inshallah, definitely. You see, on paper today, on paper, all indicators, every single indicator, opinion polls, you name what, the international ones,
EIU, Fitch,
everything, all the indicators are saying that NDC is winning the 2024 elections. And it's a fact. We are winning the 2024 election. But as a political party, are we only going to rely on that particular report or whatever indicators that they are saying? No. Elections are won on the D-Day. Elections are won on the D-Day. For if you give your opponent a blank check, he will fill that blank check and finish you up.
Yeah. And for people to trust it,
Yeah.
it is up to the leadership to inspire confidence.
Oh, yes.
So far, much my side.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying that, look, you cannot, for instance, you cannot have John Dramani Mahama to be everywhere, in every single constituency, every single police station, or have me Alaji Senari to be every single way. But for me, I would say that everybody should contribute his widow's mite. You see, we shouldn't take the MPP for granted at all. In these elections, although all the indicators don't favor them, but this particular government, they are so wicked. And I'm telling you the truth. You remember what Nana Akufo-Addo said when he said that he would not hand over power to an NDC government unless an MPP government. What does he tell us?
How diabolical is that?
I'm saying that.
Is it diabolic?
You see,
I mean, it's
because
his desire.
I know, but I'm saying that, look, these guys, these people, they have plans to rig these elections. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And it's there. They have plans. I'm telling our NDC folks, if they are listening to me, if they don't come out to contribute their widow's mite toward 2024 election, then we'll be doomed. Look, I always say this, and I'll always repeat myself. Look, I've been in parliament before. I know what it takes to be a parliamentarian. I know what it takes. I've been in politics for 31 years. So I know what politics is. I've gone through the mill. Look, elections are won. Like I said, on the D-Day, you see your polling stations and your collation centers. If you joke with these two, then you are doomed. And I tell our NDC members today, if you say you love John Dramani Mahama, if you say you love the NDC party, the D-Day comes 7 December. You have all the polling stations all over. Let me just sample one particular constituency. Let's say Osu, for instance.
Yeah, Koliklote.
Exactly. Maybe assuming that they have about 100 polling stations.
Yeah.
Now, in every polling station, we have 2 agents, isn't it? And I'm telling our NDC folks, in every polling station, recruit between 25 to 30 NDC members who will be stationed at the polling stations about 10 feet away from the ballot box, just watching. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, just watching.
Just watch. Just watch and police the ballot box.
Okay.
That's all. 20 to 30 of our folks. If you say you are very committed, a die-hard NDC member, and I don't see why we cannot, as a party, cannot recruit 20, 30 people in every polling station. Look, if that is done, the first step, you are out there, you are watching, you are there, you are watching, your polling agent is there and all that kind of thing. At the end of the day, you know the results that you have gotten. You get your pink sheets intact. Then what happens? You move what? To the coalition center, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, the coalition centers, you know what happens in the coalition centers. There's so many dirty tricks that happen there. The 25, 30 people in those polling stations that I'm talking about, if you multiply those people by the 100, you're talking about 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Now, these 3,000 people, NDC devoted members, will have to match themselves to the coalition centers. In all the numbers. If they go in there, I bet you, no matter what the MPP wants to do in that particular constituency, or thinking that they will want to change figures, or bring the army, or bring the police over there to intimidate our people, it wouldn't work. So imagine, if you're looking at 3,000 people, are you going to shoot 3,000 people? They dare not. You know, for me, this is the key to our victory. If we are not going to be vigilant come this 2024 election, then we are doomed as a party. If people are not going to be there in their numbers, then we are finished.
So if John Mahama says, Abatono, you be win your polling station, you be policing Abatono.
Exactly.
No, this is the meaning.
This is the meaning. Why do we have to go to court? It wouldn't favor us at the end of the day. Let us win the elections at the polling stations and let us get the coalition centers intact 100% for us. Otherwise, if we don't do that, we are finished. Because there are plans. No, it's not a secret. There are plans that the MPP wants to rig this election. Look at Ashanti region, for instance. Look, there's so much focus. I can bet you that come 2024 this time, they will not get the numbers. The MPP will not get the numbers that they got in 2020.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But look, those are all fake figures. Those are all stuffed ballot papers.
What evidence way?
Oh, look, my brother.
And you know,
me see, you see politics.
Yeah.
And your politics and your politics. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what happened. Look, I was a member when I was national vice chairman.
Mm-hmm.
We went to audit Ashanti region, so I know what happened. I don't want to, maybe wash our dirty linens in the public domain. But I'm telling you for a fact, if we have to win this election, Ashanti region is a key factor.
And talk about Ashanti region.
Yes.
We know that President Mahama or Puye Mantem, Eastern region at this moment.
Yeah.
But the last time I called Ashanti region, she crowd a bad one thing. She and command one a man for D, you know. Alaji, at the end, what does it signify?
People are hungry for the change, especially even in Ashanti region. There are so many people, even in the MPP, that are defecting to NDC. Look, I've always been saying this. Look, Ashanti region this time, look, people will be shocked. The MPP will be shocked. The tricks that they did in the 2020 election, it wouldn't work come 2024. Or they are wound to me or whatever, Moshima wound to me, whatever, it wouldn't work.
Hey,
I'm telling you the
Governor, no.
Me see, look, this time our eye read.
Owner of the kingdom.
Me see, I am saying that our eye read. Our eye read for the 2024 election. Ashanti region is going to change. Look, the recruitment of party, what's it called, polling agents and all that. I mean, these are factors that one must also look at. By making sure that we recruit very genuine, dedicated, hard-core members of the NDC party. I wouldn't want to go into it too much on it because I will expose our secrets.
Absolutely. And that's the reason I brought you to the Building the Ghana We Want tour. Yeah. I mean, the aesthetics are good, the optics are good. Yes. But what's the reality?
But I'm saying that.
So we're free. For instance, I can say we're free Ashanti region. Momentum, that's all harder.
That's so put. Look, people are just hungry for that change. There are a lot of people who, like I said earlier, there are a lot of people who are so peeved and pissed with this particular government. Look at what is happening economically in this country. Economically, people cannot even feed themselves. Look, those who feed themselves 3 times a day, now they feed themselves maybe twice. Those who feed themselves twice, they feed themselves once a day. Things are so difficult. It's hard. You understand what I'm trying to say? People, it's difficult. Look at the cost of living in this country. Ghana is one of the most expensive countries in Africa or even in the world. Look, I'll give you an example. Just a few days ago, I bought this cream, a cream. I've got some small psoriasis on my leg. Yeah. This cream that I bought in Egypt was 34 pounds, Egyptian pounds. 34. That's about $1. $1 something.
So that's like 13 cities.
13 cities.
Now we should be looking at 12 cities, 30 pesos.
Yes. So you add duty or whatever to it and all that kind of thing. Maybe jack it up to even 50 Ghana cities.
Right.
Do you know how much they're selling this cream here? 225 Ghana cities.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth. I personally. Look, the cost of living in this country.
And I didn't know.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Look, the importers themselves, they are crying. Look at the number of duties that are on a particular container. Yeah. They're about 21 or 22 or 23 or 24. Yeah. People are even businessmen, business corporations. People are living, foreigners. Yeah. They are living, taking their businesses to other countries, like especially the Ivory Coast. Yeah. Why should they live?
But a large government needs the revenue to build the country.
At the end of the day, if you need the revenue, you're not getting the revenue. What happens? Why can't you reduce the taxes? Today, look at the vehicle. The common man who works in the ministry, imagine that he's going to pay duty on his car at Tema Port. Where is he going to get the money from? Tell me. Look, go to the Tema Port. It's empty. Why don't you believe in the American system whereby the little bit profit that you make, you make so much at the end of the day. Why you should look at the number of duties, the cost of duties at the thermal port. It's just unbelievable. People are suffering. Look, so many businesses are closed. Today, you go and buy a particular item today.
Yeah.
Within 24, 48 hours, the prices change at the end of the day.
That's true.
I'm telling the truth. Look, this government, for me, I say, one of the most corrupt governments in the history of Madagascar. The most corrupt. I know every government, there's some kind of corruption or whatever. You can't take that away. But this particular government, the corruption, the level of it is too high. And something must be done about it, And what can be done about it is to kick them out of power come 2024 and bring John Dramani Mahama.
So before then, nothing can be done?
What can be done when they are in power?
I mean, for instance, on the issue of vote buying, there are institutions that are mandated to get into them.
This vote buying, for instance, primaries and all that. Look, I've served as national vice chairman of the NDC for 17 years, the longest serving vice chairman. And you can ask any delegate. I've never in my life bribed a delegate.
Yeah.
I'll prefer you to vote for me on my own merits.
Yeah.
Look, what is going to happen in this country is, at the end of the day, it is only going to be the rich who will be contesting seats of the presidency. I'm telling the truth. The poor man cannot even go and contest a seat, even in Nima or whatever. It's going to be for the rich. So who do you blame at the end of the day? Don't you blame the delegates at the end of the day?
The delegates.
Why not?
Come there,
No, come there, but you do the right thing at the end of the day.
But they see you come every 4 years.
I'm saying that you see if they come every 4 years and they are not doing the right thing, kick them out.
Okay.
Kick them out. Why do you have to maintain them?
No,
but I'm saying that Minkah, at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, it's the grassroots that will suffer because you will not have a grassroots person contesting a parliamentary seat.
Very true.
It's only going to be the rich person who has the money. At the end of the day, he will not even campaign. He will come maybe 3 weeks to the D-Day and come and just flash. Dash money, give monies out and bribe all the delegates that he needs to bribe at the end of the day, and he's declared the winner. Is that what we want as a party?
But if you have EC deferring such matters to the police, what does it mean?
Well, that's a fact. It's a very complicated thing.
Please, we don't have evidence. Go to the police.
Well, there's evidence. You saw the video clips and all that kind of thing. But for me, it's both parties. The NDC and MPP and all that. We should desist from this thing. This vote buying thing. It's something that we should look at because during the NDC time, during Rawlings time, when we were in power and all that. Jerry's time, there was nothing like that. You're voting for a candidate, you're voting for him because you know that this particular person is capable.
So what changed?
It changed. Kufuor brought that.
Oh, you're blaming Kufuor?
Oh, yes, Kufuor. During Kufuor's time, it started from Kufuor's time. This vote buying and all that kind of thing. And from there, it picked up. And it was like kingdom come now.
What would it take to reorient the people?
I don't know. It's going to take a lot. But our people, our grassroots people, they need to change their attitudes at the end of the day. Because, you see, when the man comes in and bribes you today, he gives you whatever, 1,000 Ghana cedi or whatever. When you are done, when he bribes, he's finished with you. You will not get any more. You will not get any more. So it's something that they must look at,
Okay. Many Alaji Sayi scenario and they didn't come Ghana, Abayana Monsiri Canino, Emma Adishia was Egypt, and I feel so former national vice chair, Emma NDC, Amanyukono, no one Yuguswa, Yeneno Edin Como, Ewa Power 97.9, and I feel so TVS was that. Yabeko, a year Zongo development and commonimo. Kaisa buy we buy, what a ministry, a year in charge of Zongo development, Zongo and inner city development. Now, my concrete emo, I can and no my more website, and no much achievement in it. Don't want ya nebia musisi ye, and your friends say astrotefa or the kuko such a miamia, and don't ya dear omo Zongo community no, shana.
Brother Minkah, I'm a Zongo boy.
Mm.
And all the promises that this government have made, to the Zongo communities with their flag bearer, they have failed. Tell me what, apart from the asphalt or whatever, astrotex that they did, apart from what have they done to the Zongo communities? Look, there's Zongo communities.
Almost to toilet.
Almost to toilet. Say the same vice president who went to Abosu Okai and said we're going to build whatever ABCD. Have they done it? At the end of the day, nothing was done. And this man can lie through his teeth. I mean, sometimes I wonder, the vice president, their candidate,
or the flag bearer.
The flag bearer. Sometimes I wonder whether he's a good Muslim or whatever. No, very honestly, because the man can lie. The man can lie. Papa. How do you say that? Tree or chatro. Papa. And for me, I don't know. As a Muslim, no. But I say this, look, the Muslim communities today, look, it's a very deprived community, They lack schools, they lack good roads, good health centers, and etc. But there's not a poverty, an unemployment, my brother. And these are some of the things that during the NDC time, this is something that we actually tackled.
Yeah.
If you remember, John Dramani Mahama at that when he was president, when he was even vice president then, he gave scholarships out to the Zongo communities, those brilliant students and all that, for them to go and learn medicine in Cuba and all that, in China and all that, in their hundreds. In their hundreds, and this is something that he must be commended for. So for me, the MPP government, when you look at their track record in the Zongo community, they have totally failed. There's nothing has been developed.
But the idea of creating a ministry.
Yeah, but the idea of creating it is just it's not here nor there.
No, was that not to indicate that?
But tell me, what have they done? Did we create a ministry for the Zongo communities, for the Zongos when we're in power?
No, you didn't.
Look at what we did for the Zongo communities. Look at what we did for them. Today, it is the same facilities that the NDC built, put up in the Zongo communities. That is what they are using today. MPP has not added up anything, not a single project in the Zongo community. Tell me, which project have they done? Nothing. And look, there'll be a lot of wonders come this election. Look, I swear, they are thinking that because they have a vice president or their flag bearer, because he's a Muslim, so he's going to carry the day come 2024 in the Zongo communities. But it will never happen. Our Zongo people, they are not stupid.
Why do you say so?
Oh, they are not stupid. They know the.
What do they know?
They know the truth. They know that this man is one of the biggest liars in the world. You know what I'm trying to say? He will come out there and deceive them at the end of the day. They know, they trust. Look, the Zongo communities, why do you think the NDC always wins the Zongo communities? Because the trust that they have for the NDC party is very high. And we've never failed them. We've always performed. You know what I'm trying to say? We've always been with them. We eat with them, we drink with them, we do everything with them. We're so committed, The NDC is Zongo, and the Zongo is what? Is NDC. So for me, whether Bamia is a Muslim or whatever.
But if it were so, if the NDC is Zongo and the Zongo is NDC, why are they still lagging behind by way of development? Why?
But I'm saying that, my brother, we did our best.
But was it enough?
We did our best, and we'll continue to do our best again when we come back to power. Like I said earlier in my submission, I said, what has the MPP added up to what we did in the past? Nothing.
At least almost places of convenience.
Ball pay. And I want to touch on this particular. I want to also advise some of our MPs. Some of them, a lot of them, I know a lot of them, and I tell them this: look, these elections, they should make sure that they bring every single body on board. These elections. There are some of them who I'll say are very arrogant in their approach and all that kind of thing. Some of them feel that They lost, they won against their opponent, so they're not going to bring their opponent on board. And for me, that is something that is...
I'll come back to this issue when we are closing.
Yes.
But let's stay on Zongo development. Yeah. Now, a Bromotes, Zongo and inner city ministry. I agree about me 3 minutes. Zongo wa Ghana. Why do you pick it out by way of policy initiative? Like I said, may drive policy be said by Omobedi. Why should it be? Why should there be an exclusive policy for those living in Zongo communities? Why?
For me, I don't see it here or there. You know what I'm trying to say? Why? Like that's what you just said. You know, why should they have it as just a single, what's it called, a ministry?
Yeah.
You know, what has happened to that particular ministry?
It's gone.
It's gone. So for me, that's why I said it's not here nor there.
So it was a burden on the taxpayer. Eh?
Why not? What did they do? You know, they just embezzled or whatever funds that was meant for that particular ministry, whatever funds was meant for the Zongo community was not used. You know what I'm trying to say? There's so many bad rules, like I said, health centers and all that. You know, schools, for instance. Look at the schools that John Dramani Mahama put up, the E-blocks.
The E-blocks.
You know, how many we completed about 76 or so when we left power. It was initially 200. What did they do to all those E-block schools? Did they continue them? This particular government, they didn't. They didn't. You know, a lot of them were in the Zongo communities, for instance. You know, so for me, look, their best bet for the Zongo community is for them to vote the NDC back to power like they always been doing. We are going to improve their lives. You know, we're going to make sure that we're going to put money in people's pockets. We're going to tackle the unemployment, issues in the Zongo communities because, and their facilities, their health facilities, for instance, their roads facilities, their school facilities. These are the basic things that the Zongo people need at the end of the day. You know, is to improve their lives, and that's what we do best, inshallah. And for me, I know John will not disappoint them at the end of the day. He has done it before, and he will do it again come 2024 when he's voted back into power as President of the Republic of Ghana.
Said him, Honorable Joyce Baumotari, he was out the same question. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has just a term.
Yeah.
But what Kasat said here, we don't never be John Ghana. But even one term,
okay, let's go back to John's term. In 3 years. 3 years. Remember when John won the 2012 elections?
Yeah.
1 year was the court case and all that kind of thing. So 1 year just went along. In 3 years, look at the infrastructure development that John Dramani Mahama did for this country. The roads, electricity, you name what. Massive. In 3 years. So tell me, come 2024, he will do more than what he did in the past. And I trust him.
But remember, times are different now. I mean, look at what you're about inheriting. His Excellency John Mahama agrees that the Aquarius so.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is why, at the end of the day, when we come back to power, we have to let the Ghanaian people know. Look, this is what they left behind. If it's $2 million or whatever, this is what is here. This is what is here. Let the public know. Let them know exactly what they left behind, so that we know when we pick up from where they left us, then we improve the lives of our people. Definitely, look, at the end of the day, I'm so 100% confident that John Dramani Mahama will not disappoint the people of Ghana. Look, I said this to a friend of mine. I said, no matter how useless the NDC party will be, or they think it will be, it is far better than this ruling government.
Hey.
Oh, I'm telling you the truth. Because we've performed better.
Is that to say that we are settling for less?
No, we're not settling for less. Okay. I'm saying that this government, my brother, look at the mess that they have caused. Look at the mass borrowing. From John's time, how much did we borrow?
When you were living, it was 122
Today we are
billion.
talking about 650 billion Ghana cedis.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing to boast about it. Where? Tell me, what have they done with all this big man, just all big borrowing? Tell me. People are still poor. People are still poor. Unemployment is so high in this great country of ours. So what have they done? Tell me. The best thing the people.
Oh, you say people are still poor?
People are still poor.
When you were in government, were people not still poor?
People were poor. I'm saying that it's worse.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. I said about corruption. I said the corruption level of this government is like this. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like this, you know. So the best bet for this country, Mother Ghana, the Ghanaian people should not disappoint us come December 7, 2024. They must get and vote massively for John Dramani Mahama to bring a change into people's lives.
Let me read to you a few things that government indicated when you go to the website of the Zongo and Inner City Development Ministry. Few things that they indicated that they've done within some of the Zongo communities. And they attach figures. I'll ignore the figures and then just state. For instance, in 2019, they said by way of achievement, management and administration, they said they drafted Zongo Development Fund regulations, and then 14 staff were recruited to augment the existing staff of the Zongo and Inner City, the Zongo Fund, now totaling 24 staff. This is in 2019, and these are some of their achievements. By way of social development, they said 250 youth trained in software development in Ashanti and Greater Accra regions. And then they launched solid waste source segregation program in 5 communities in Nima, Mamobi, Newtown, Ashaman, and Medina. They also did some legal aid, and they said legal aid provided to the vulnerable communities in Cape Coast Municipality in collaboration with UCC Law Faculty and Apewosika and some other areas. And then they also talk about training they provided for 25 gender activists from 5 regions. This is 2019.
My brother, for me, all that they have said, all that you have read today, I'll have to verify this because this body can lie.
Oh, it's on their website.
On their website, everybody can put it.
But my question, if you hear my question, maybe you understand.
Yeah.
My question is, per all that I've read, are these the expectation by way of development of the people living in Zongo communities?
For me, I don't think so. I don't think so. People want to have a good living. People are talking of unemployment in their communities and all that. People want very good healthcare centers. People want very good roads in the Zongo communities. People want very good schools. They should name those type of facilities. You understand what I'm saying? If they have done that, then that's a bit different thing. We'll give them credit where it's due. But they have failed. They have failed the people of the Zongo communities. And they will pay the price dearly come 2024 elections.
Grounds are
Oh, yes. Me say, look, if you see even the imams and the pastors, I'm telling you the truth, the prayers, they are praying so hard that John Dramani Mahama should be elected come 2024. And for me, look, I did Umrah. I'm a very good Muslim. I'm a very good practicing Muslim. I went to Umrah in December last year. Just this December, just a few weeks ago. December 7th, I was in Umrah. And I swear, Midonyami, I have not lied just for the sake of lying. But Allah showed me a sign in my Umrah that John Dramani Mahama is coming back to power come 2024. I'm telling you the truth. Wallahi. And it's a fact. It will definitely happen. But at the end of the day, the spiritual aspect is there, but the physical aspect too has to be put in place. We must make sure that, like I said earlier, police the polling stations and the collation centers. Get your members, like I said earlier, 20 to 30 members in every polling station. Multiply them by 100. You are going to have 3,000 people. Get all of them at the collation centers.
I get that. Yes. But Mokabi is a 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
How does it align with aspirations of a more Zongo community now?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, just like what John said earlier, he said, look, those who want to produce, even during the night, for instance, the electricity tariffs will be lower, isn't it?
Yes.
So assuming that somebody who operates a business, knowing well that during the day, his tariffs is going to go high, he will produce more in the night, isn't it? Exactly. You know, those who produce their pure waters and all that kind of, they'll produce more and have even double shifts You understand? So instead of employing maybe about 10 people, they'll even double it to be 20. So for me, the 24 economy, it's in the right direction, and to improve people's lives. You know, when we come back to power, there'll be so many employment for a lot of people. You know, so what John said, I mean, he's not going to fail the people of this great country of ours.
A beyond 24-hour economy, what can infrastructure and home but in 2025, Mukunyes can a free.
Don't worry.
If you
oh, Missy.
Already, you international marketer. We are diplomat. May I show us when the ambassadors in the
but I'm saying that it will come. You know, it's all about discipline. How you structure your economy. You know, and there's so much waste in this particular government. When you look at their budget and all that kind of thing, there's so much mass corruption. We need to reduce that. Believe me, there's so many things that John will do for this.
What? How many years have been reduced? Oh, yeah, but rotten.
Rotten. Proyeno. It's and your crowd. Me say it is rotting more than what. It will take some time, but Ghanaians will be better off at the end of the day having the NDC government come back to power.
Convincing, yeah. Because a bit taking some time.
No,
am I a share?
No, I share, but I'm saying that look, I said earlier, look at what John did in 3 years.
Yes.
You understand what I'm trying to say? And I say, when John comes back to power, he's going to double what he did in 2012 in terms of infrastructure development. Instead of putting monies in people's pockets and, you know, having our health centers in our zonal communities all over the country and all that kind of thing. Look at today. Look at the mess. Even the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health. Look how people can't even afford to even go to hospitals. They want to rely on some of the so-called herbal medicine because they feel that is cheaper for them. Yeah. Medications, like I said earlier, it's very, very expensive. Yeah. You know, people are dying. Yeah. You know, and we are spending so much money foolishly instead of them buying dialysis machines, for instance. Look, why should we? I'll give you an example for dialysis machine. Why should it be only in Greater Accra?
Good question.
Why should it be? We should have dialysis machine in every single region. Have about 10 units in every single region. You have the dialysis machine. And these are some of the policies that John Dramani Mahama is going to bring when he comes back to power in 2024. Why should somebody travel from the north just to come to Kolobu to have a dialysis machine, what's it called, being operated?
Yeah.
It's wrong. We have 16 regions. Can't we have 10? 10. The waste that this government, the waste that they have, can't they even take those money? Look at the mess that the Black Stars have caused. Look at the budget that they gave the Black Stars. A quarter of those monies, believe me. Do you know how many machines, dialysis machines, it could buy for this country of ours and save people's lives at the end of the day? How many people? Even look at the cost of going for the treatment on the dialysis machine. It's so expensive. If you have to go 3 times a week, oh my God, something must be done. Other people will die at the end of the day. People cannot afford. Look, today I think it's about 500 Ghana cedis.
Yes, it is.
So if you're going to go 3 times a week, you are doomed. If you don't have financial support from your friends or families or whatever, we're fine. So government should look at these things, you know. And I think that the best government that will look at these things is the NDC government. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, I see that they are finished. They are doomed. But is it not part of them? So what new is he going to bring come 2024, 2025? Nothing. He's a dead horse. He's a dead horse.
A dead
horse. What is he going to bring? What is he going to bring on board? You are part of the mess. You are part of the mess, and you were head of the economical team, isn't it? So what is he going to do new for this great country of ours? Nothing. That man, he just Missy Oba retire.
Why are rebranding about
2024? Oba retire. We're going to retire him out of active politics totally.
Out of active politics.
Oh, he'll be retired. Finish. He'll be finished. He'll be doomed. Even if he will lose these elections, and if he thinks that 2028 he wants to come back to lead the MPP, it won't happen.
Martina, who say Arab countries, you know, Tanechi.
Oh no.
Obabe DB. What to be?
I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. Look, everybody. At the end of the day,
is he loved in the Arab world?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what tour he made in the Arab countries, apart from the tour that he made in Saudi Arabia that we saw publicly. I don't know which other country that he went to. I didn't see him going to Egypt. I didn't see him go to Jordan. I didn't see him go to Lebanon. I didn't see him going to Morocco and all that kind of thing. So for me, it's not here nor there. At the end of the day, it's the contribution, from party members. We are relying on party members. Every Dick and Harry will contribute his widow's mite. Financially, everybody. Whatever, if you have 10 CD here, you want to contribute into John Dramani Mohammed's campaign fund, do it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody does it. People go to funerals, and at the end of the day, you do contributions and all that. What's it called? Outdoorings and all that kind of thing. That's all politics at the end of the day. So everybody, we should contribute what we need to make sure that this party comes back to power come 2024. So I know our people are not going to disappoint us. Our imams are not going to disappoint us. Our pastors are not going to disappoint us at the end of the day. And the wind of change, like what happened in 2016 election is exactly what is happening today.
Wow.
That wind of change is coming. Whether the MPP likes it or not, I don't care whatever they do. If they're going to do whatever ways and means that they think that Allah will accept their prayers this time, it wouldn't work.
Even when people are saying that, Baumia is a key to opening the Arab world and getting them closer to come and support Ghana.
From where?
But
I know. I've been talking to our people sometimes. But from where? Like you said earlier, I don't see him there. So it's not somebody that they really like, I'm telling the truth.
What don't they like about him?
They don't like him. They don't like his personality and all that. They don't like the government particularly. Yeah, I'm telling you.
What about the government? That they don't?
I don't want us to go into details about
it. Final comment. Probably you go back to the earlier now kind of about FNC.
Yes. See, I want to appeal to our members of parliament, especially some of them. I'm not saying all, very few of them. They should get everybody on board, and a lot of them should learn from the Haruna Idrisus, from the Okujatos, from the Sam George, from the Suhwinis, from Mutala Muhammad and all. They should learn from those people. Look, politics is all about numbers at the end of the day. If your opponent contested you and lost at the end of the day, you shouldn't throw him away. Get him on board. If the executives that you never worked with, lost their elections, get them on board. But if you think that you can win elections without them, you'll be doomed at the end of the day. So they should get every Dick and Harry on board in some of the constituencies. I don't want to mention those particular constituencies, but those of them who are hearing me, they know.
But why should that be difficult? I'm seeing Dr. Dufour, Dwaboase, and Mahama on one platform campaigning.
That's what I'm saying.
Why should this be difficult?
But some of the MPs are difficult. Some of them. You understand what I'm trying to say? They are not all the same. That's why I mentioned a few MPs. I mean, look at, for instance, Gizi, for instance. Is it Owutu Senya? Look at the way she's performing so well. There's so many of them. And what's it called? This lady, the one in the central region, what's it? Pokwa,
Central region.
Central region, around the Bojasi area.
Soya.
Soya. Yes, she's also doing very well.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Look, they say nobody takes medicine for the sick man unless you the sick man. So you, the MPs, look, at the end of the day, look, for me, I tell them, start your house-to-house campaign early. Start your campaigns early. Get everybody on board at the end of the day and move forward. Go out there and interact with the people. Let them know that you are part of them. At the end of the day, eat with them, drink with them. Look, I always say, why do I mention Haruna Idrisus and all that kind of thing? He's my kid brother. But you look at his performance as an MP. It's unbelievable. Some of them are so Suhwinis and all that. When you go to their constituencies, for instance, you love them. Because the people love them because they are always 24/7. They are always there.
Very well.
Look, in some of their constituencies, for instance, if there's an outdoor in here or whatever they do, they send contributions, they send reps,
and
even themselves. They are there. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about.
Absolutely. Alaji, Thank you so much. You better nya ye bre. Come on so there. Next time you better start to us.
You better so far.
Waba no pan sa bre bio. Mugabe majima boss right.
You know, so
thank you so much.
Let's our MP should work hard.
Very well.
They should all contribute their widows' might towards victory 2024.
Very well.
And John Dramani Mahama, I can assure you, Minkah, that these elections, definitely, whether the MPP likes it or not, we're going to win it.
That's it. Alhaji Saeed Sinari, Ghana's former ambassador to the good people of Egypt, and also the former national vice chair of the NDC. On the pay within in Kawa Dwaboase or Power 97.9. Ye jamas at least for now and the day. Or Chanyami Adoma Besamba. They are Bobo Data, drinking on my Ghana home. Ajimania Power near or the Power Mid Morning Abramo. And I should face over TV so yeah, you will see. Now you're bombing. You be bye bye.